Hey ratbags, it's Jade giving you the lowdown on 7 Days to Die and the saga of exactly what's going to go on with the console release and how much you're going to have to pay whether or not you're buying it again on either Xbox or PlayStation. Patch notes have just been released for this weekend streamer event which I'm taking part in, and then on Monday it's going to go live for everyone on PC in the public experimental branch. It's meant to stay there for pretty much 4 weeks, a month, and then it will come out for everyone on approximately a month later on Xbox and PC on July the 25th. And of course, if you've got it on PS4 or Xbox One, you will not have able to play the new version. You do have to buy another copy of the game, the new updated version. This has been one of the most long-awaited bits of news and info players have been waiting for. You will know for years I've campaigned and talked about the need for fun pimps to try and do something for players if they're going to be selling a new version rather than updating or giving a free upgrade. And that upgrade price or discount is 25%. So what does that mean? It means that they're going to be selling the game on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and S only. You will not be able to buy the new version on PS4 or Xbox One. And they're going to be selling it for $45. If you already own the previous versions on Xbox One and PS4, you'll get a 25% discount, which amounts to pretty much $11. So instead of being $45, it's going to be $34. Now, if you factor in how much it was when it first launched, you're looking at console players roughly spending around $55 for a game that most PC players have spent peanuts on. And to be clear, millions of players own 7 Days to Die on either Xbox One or PlayStation 4. It was one of the bigger or better selling titles in the survival genre when it launched. Despite being miles behind PC, it was still a relatively good seller. So you guys let me know whether or not you think that's a fair enough discount considering you've already bought the game once and PC players don't have to buy it. Personally, I think 25% is still a bit too low. I think it should have been at least 50%. They have been pretty much keeping the PC version on Steam for sale for literally just peanuts for months and months and months, and promoting heavily that the early access price of the game right now is still only $24.99, $25. It will go up to that price on PC as well, but that's the situation we're at the moment. Last time anyone had an update to 7 Days to Die on an older console was in 2017, 7 years ago. They've got some other dates depending on how much you feel about this. June the 28th is supposedly when you'll be able to go ahead and pre-order or wishlist the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S versions. July the 15th, they're going to be delisting the legacy console game from digital stores. So that's the version that they put up for resale only 2 years ago, which was exactly the same version as before, but they basically just relaunched it. Again, that was always a bit dubious why you would do that and relaunch a game knowing it was still the old version of the game. And there was quite a bit of negativity because a lot of their marketing and descriptions were listing stuff that was only on PC when they were selling it in actual game stores around UK and other parts of the world. I'm not too sure if they ever cleared that up, but either way, yes, you won't be able to buy the old version of 7 Days to Die unless you buy it between now and July the 15th. But obviously be warned, that will not get an update ever. It's only the new version that you'll be able to buy on July 25th that will receive new content updates. The only last thing to maybe worry about is it says discount subject to console policies. So again, bear that in mind. It should still be 25%. If it isn't, I'll give you guys the lowdown. Now, given a lot of games actually launch with 20% off, especially on PlayStation, Grounded, released on PlayStation recently, that had a 20% discount. It does feel incredibly low given how long console players have had to wait, all the problems and issues, and just basically treated a little bit like second-class citizens. And of course, I'll be giving a complete breakdown of what I think about the game once I get some serious time into it, of course. There's a huge amount of stuff that's going to be changed. There's lots of 7 Days to Die streamers and tubers that I'm sure you guys are more familiar with, as it has been so many years since I really covered it. But I do plan to get back into it in a big way, showcasing and doing a lot of work. So what they're going to have with this new system is completely remade vehicle assets, new animals, new gore system for the zombies, zombie variants, new challenge system, new props, road decals, new points of interest, updated VFX, graphics, upgrades, optimization, random gen improvements and updated controller support. That's what you're going to get with this new version of the game. By the end of the year, they're planning a Storms Brewing Update 1, which will add a weather system and biome progression overhaul, a wardrobe system, crossplay random gen for consoles, and they're going to be adding additional zombie stages, spawn friends, Twitch drops, outfit DLCs, and much more. And then start of next year, or Q2, that's when we're going to see bandits come, UI main menu overhaul, event system, new quest type, and Q4, trader overhaul, story mode, Steam Workshop support, new quest types. That will be at the end of 2025. Given it's a 1.0 release, I still do question a little bit why this stuff just isn't part 1.0. It doesn't feel like a 1.0 if so many systems are getting overhauled. I mean, I don't mind certain new things being added, like new quest lines or story mode even, but some of these seem pretty crucial to selling your game as a 1.0. But we'll have to see how it plays out. As long as it doesn't result in pretty much having to restart a game or remake something, then it could be nice little additions. So there are some full patch notes here, but I'm just going to pick out the highlights, what look interesting or what's been improved. I'm sure there's other tubers doing more detailed stuff. I'll maybe do it in the future, but they've already got some YouTubers that have done videos for it. But yeah, there's a lot going on here. The challenge system sounds pretty good. Updated basically to the old quest system that they had. Lots of new points of interest, apparently over 75 new ones. Lots of new zombies with new outfits and stuff. And hopefully, more importantly, optimizations. The cities are pretty much still an issue where it creates a lot of lag. I have been dipping my toes back in 7 Days to Die with Raz Clark, my good pal. And I did immediately notice how much of an issue it was trying to survive or running around a city. So I'm very keen to see how things are going to change. They've got massive trader changes as well, legendary crafting, how you can get water in the early stages of the game, which is pretty tough, but they made it a bit easier. More gore system that you can shoot off zombies' body parts. And they're adding Twitch integration as well. Well, they've already done that anyway. So all in all, as you would expect, lots of new stuff, 162 new shapes, lots of sound and visual overhaul completely. And they have also made the gamepad much better. So it'd be cool to see how this plays out. As you guys know, I strictly play most of my games by gamepad. And eventually they are going to be adding Steam support. So it's good to see that they're already starting to look at some of that stuff. But that won't be obviously until the end of next year. So there we go, folks. 7 years I've been making videos talking about the saga of the actual 7 Days to Die ever getting updates on console. And now we're literally only a month away from console players who have managed to upgrade at least being able to play. What do you think about the situation? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, I'll be here with more Survival Games news. And I'll see you for this streamer weekend and give you the lowdown on what I think about the game.